What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Peter Katani, and I'm gonna go over set 8, the green cards in the set. And a little bonus, since I did talk about blue last video, while I'm talking about green, I'm gonna show the combination of blue-green together in this one too. But before I even get started, we gotta talk about Dallas real quick. It's coming up November 23rd to the 24th. I hope to see everyone there. If by any chance, for some reason, you didn't make day 2 after Saturday, on the 24th, you can grab a team and join our team case tournament. You know, the set looks completely great. So you got to get your cards in, work with your team, try to get a case, split it amongst yourself. It's going to be a good time. And then you got to prepare for January 24th through the 26th at Orlando, Florida for PPG's biggest event, $25,000, and yet I still can't get a raise. Event, and 25 is going to be split between all the games we do promote. It's Yu-Gi-Oh, Transformers, Vanguard, and DBS, of course, the #1. I should have said it first, but either way, let's get started where we go over the review. First one, bam, Son Goku, KO Cannon. First of all, the picture looks great. Second of all, this card is incredible. Let's see what it does. Son Goku, Saiyan, awesome. When this leader attacks, a leader card, it draws one card. Awesome, great ability. Leaders that can draw cards, we're happy. Then auto, once per turn, when one of your battle cards activates Revive, which is a new mechanic, by the way, draw one card. So it's a leader that already draws a card that has another ability to draw a card. That I've only seen that like in Pan. Pan would like draw a card, and then when you play something, it'll draw a card. Very interesting. Like when this is Awaken. This one does it in the front side, so we're super excited about that. Then when your life is at 4 or less, you may draw one card, choose one of your energy, switch to the active, and flip this card over, which is probably one of the best Awakening. Untapping 2 energy is really good, but drawing one card, untapping 1, it's the next best thing. Then when it awakens, it goes to this super, I worked out, check it out, the guns, boom, KO Cannon, Son Goku, churning the tide. Saying, when this card attacks, it draws one card. No total here. Auto, once per turn, when one of your battle cards activates Revive, draw 2 cards. That's really good. Period, point blank. This is meta. I give you my word. This card is good, and Revive is super easy to do. Active main, once per turn, choose one of your blue/green multicolor battle cards in rest mode, and until the start of your next main phase, as long as the chosen card is in rest mode, your opponent cannot attack your leader card. So it makes one of your multicolor cards on the field that's in rest mode a deadly defender. That's really strong. And if it has barrier, awesome, but worst comes to worst, they have to deal with that first before attacking your leader. That's huge, that's incredible. This leader's good. It draws, it defends, it draws more. Like, I'm happy. This is what I want to play. Just surprise guys. Like, I like the black deck, but this is good. Next leader is Dr. Euro and Dr. Ko Chin. I know I'm not saying that name right, but I read Dr. Ko Chin. I could call him Chin or Ko. Dr. Ko, I like that better. It sounds good. New leader, super cool. From what I know, he's like Dr. Wildo. If I'm not mistaken, that was the name of the machine, but guess not. He's a scientist. When you place this in your leader area, choose up to 1 Dr. Euro lab from your deck and activate it. Awesome. We just found out in blue spoilers that it is a 6-drop. You don't gotta pay that. It automatically starts with it. Cool. When this card attacks a leader card, look at the top 7 cards of your deck. Choose 1 Frizzy Warrior card amongst them. Add it to your hand. Shuffle your deck. Okay, so it doesn't draw. It actually digs to pick what you want to play. That's even better than drawing at some points, because Zamasu had something like that. I didn't want to draw. I needed my piece. Dig through 5. Found it. Cool. I'm gonna play this. Awaken, if you have 4 or more energy, or your life is at 3 or less, you may choose 2 of your energy, switch them to active, flip this card over. So kind of cool. If you're going against another stall deck, as long as you get to 4 energy, you can awaken. Cool. Or if you're getting beaten down and go down to 3 life, you can awaken, which kind of sucks. I don't want to like go down to 3 life to awaken, but it is what it is. That's how it works. And then he becomes this Dr. Euro, the evil scientist, very pretty machine. Like, oh, you know, probably I read it wrong the first time. That's why I thought it was Wildo, but like it's probably Euro. Life. He is a 15k, solid, good scientist. When this card attacks, draw a card, very good. Active main, once per turn, choose 1 card in your hand, place it in the drop area, then choose one keyword skill on your opponent's battle card negated for the duration of the turn. Now, here's the problem. It's active main. It's not active battle. I feel like this card should have been active battle because it's literally Toa's ability. But active main, I have to waste a card to turn off a keyword, so I'm guessing turning off blocker or something. Or you can turn off barrier, which is kind of cool. But if it was active battle, I think I'll like it a little more, but it's active main. Oh well. And then active main, if Dr. Euro's lab in your battle area has 17 cards or more under it, you win the game. Or it's a win condition. And you know a lot of people complain about Janemba with a win condition. I don't think this one's going to be the same. Like, I did a little spoiler, I saw a few cards, and putting cards underneath this is really kind of easy. But I don't know about 17. I guess I got to make a deck and see how it comes out. So let's go straight to the battle cards. Son Goku, preparing for battle. 2-drop, 1 green, saying, if it is your turn, choose one clone token in your opponent's battle area, remove from the game. When you combo with this card gains 5,000 combo power for duration of turn. So it's a 0-10k if you remove a token. And if it's your turn. So defensively, it's a 5k. But attacking, it is a 10k boost. Okay, I guess. Cool. So we're going to skip that one. Bulma, the problem solver. Alright, let's see. Permanent. If you have a red/green multicolor card in your energy, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 2. So instead of being a 3-drop, it is a 1-drop, 1 green. Okay. Auto. Choose one red or green extra card in your deck with energy cost of 2 or less. Place it in the drop area. Then shuffle your deck. When you play this card, draw a card. Really interesting. It's not bad. You get to place an extra card. So if you're playing red Broly, you can send a field card. So now you can play those big Brolys, those amazing Brolys off the bat. That's kind of cool. Or if you're playing drop negates, like the negates that work in the graveyard, perfect. You just send it to the grave. Now you have a negate set up for later. That's not bad. And it draws a card. It replaces itself. So it sets up, it replaces itself. It's decent. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. Next, we got Goat Tanks. Saying Earthling, if it's your turn, choose one clone token in your opponent's battle area, remove from the game. When you combo with this card, draw a card. Okay, so it's a pseudo combo. On your turn, you get to apply pressure and lose nothing out of it because you get to draw a card. It replaces itself. With any of the Android leaders, the blue ones, it starts with 21 scheme, which gives them tokens, and then in your turn, when you attack, you can remove the tokens and get some hand value while still putting pressure. Not a bad card, it's just a shame that it says if it's your turn. If it worked on both sides, good card. Right now, it's there. Next we got Namekian Technique Piccolo. Piccolo, Saiyan God, or Namekian God, perfect, said it right. Namekian God, which is, by the way, an important thing. Like, oh Peter, you don't gotta say it's a god. Technically you do, because Draft Box Piccolo, the 4-drop that has barrier, that kills something 5 or less in active battle. Amazing, right? It's Namekian, it's not a god. Couldn't believe that. What? I made a whole deck around it with Mafuba's hero, Hero Mafuba, whatever it's called, that you need a god on the field. Didn't work. That card was a Namekian, not a god. But this is a blocker, active main. Choose one clone token in your opponent's battle area, remove from the game, play this card from your hand. So it's a block that theoretically comes out for free if you remove a clone token. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Already, Android 18 has a free blocker, the Krillin. If you have an Android 18 leader or battle card, you can play it for free. So, and it's a green blocker too. So, yeah, but this one removes tokens, so kind of cool. All right, Freezy Warrior Piccolo. So this is pretty cool. Dr. Euro can grab this one. Checks top 5. It's a Frizzle Warrior. Hopefully I'm saying this right. I'm probably embarrassing myself. I know it. It has Deflect, Bond 3. Yeah, I don't like Bond. When you play this card, choose one. Your opponent chooses 2 cards from their hand and place it under Dr. Euro's lab. Pretty good. Your opponent chooses 2 cards from their hand and sends it a warp. So the only time you ever use this ability is if somehow your field card is not on the board. If the field card's not on the board, this is just, all right, send 2 cards to warp. But outside of that, the other one is just setting up the lab to get to 17 to win the game. Kind of cool. Next is Yamcha the Cunning. 1-drop. When you play this card, draw 1 card. Then duration of the game, if the turn player would switch its energy through a battle card or extra card, they have to remove 5 from the graveyard. I know I'm not reading it right, but like that's pretty much the whole gimmick of these cards. Every color got one. High five, that's awesome. Really good cards. They're stackable, so if you play 2, when your opponent tries to switch energy through a battle card or extra card, not a leader, but those 2, they got to banish 10 if you play 2. Pretty cool. So, little ruling to know. Next, we got Oolong, 10 drop. That's it. And we're going to page 6. Boom, we got Beerus, God, Majesty. It's a God, it's Beerus, regular, it's not a BR. When this card is placed to the drop area from your hand by a battle card skill, if this card isn't in your battle area, you may play it from the drop area. Very cool, but a battle card has to get rid of it. So I was thinking like what discards, like little things like that, like let's say set 1 Broly swings, you gotta discard a card. Doesn't work because it's not a battle card doing this. But anything that has like cost, like discard a card and do something, I don't know which battle card does this at the top of my head, but I'm sure in the set there's going to be something like that that is going to force this to discard, and then you can come play for free. Pretty cool. Active main for 1 green, send this card from your drop area to warp. Choose 1 card from your hand and place it in a drop area. Choose 1 of your opponent's battle card with energy 3 or less and KO it. Really interesting because for 1 green you can kill a 3 or less. It's not bad. It's active main, so it's only on your turn. You do lose 1 card for it, but at that point it is a battle card discarding. So if you discarded this card itself, so one Beerus is in the graveyard, the other one's in your hand. You can pay 1 green, discard the Beerus, pop a 3 or less, and then bring out this Beerus to have a 15k already swinging. You lost some cards in hand, but not really. You played. Pretty cool. Next we got Masterful Technique Whis God. When you play this card, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle card with energy 2 or less and KO it. Kind of cool. Auto once per turn if you have a blue-green multicolor card in your energy. When you play a green battle card other than this card from your drop area, draw 1 card. Really, really good with a revive, because revive comes out through the drop area when you activate their effects. Very strong. We're going to find out what revive does right quick. But this is a good card. It's really good for setting up. It's 2-drop 15k, so it actually puts pressure too. And it KOs a 2-drop. So if you're doing a mirror match, guess what? This Whis kills your Whis. Not bad. Alright, so we got Android 21, a brilliant idea. That's all I have. It is an Android scientist. When you play this card, activate the skill. At the end of your opponent's next turn, play 2 clone tokens with 10,000 power on your opponent's battle area. Okay. Active main once per turn. Choose 1 clone token from your opponent's battle area, remove from the game. Choose 1. Choose 1 of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. Okay. Choose your leader or 1 of your battle cards, and it gains 10,000 power and critical for the duration of the turn. Kind of cool. It's a 3-drop 15k. It's not bad, but like its effect, and if they don't have tokens already, which they should, but if they don't, it kind of just sets it up for next turn. It's a 3-drop that it has like an ability to do something next turn. So setup, it's not bad, but I don't think it's great either. So that's just my opinion. Next we got Dr. Euros, a Fiendish Scheme. Okay, I'm a little impressed I read that. It is a scientist, not a Freezy Warrior. Okay, when you play this card, draw a card. Awesome, it replaces itself. It's a 1-drop. Auto for 1 green, choose this card and 1 green card from your hand, place it in the owner's drop area. When your opponent card attacks, negate that attack. Kind of cool. So let's say turn 1 you play, you draw a card. Then turn 2 you have a green energy open. This card replaces itself, so it's not a big deal. So it's sacking itself away, it's not a big deal. And then you discard 1 of your green cards from your hand and you negate an attack. It's pretty cool, not bad setup. If it had barrier, it would be really good, because then your opponent will have a hard time removing it, so you'll have a negate ready set up for your opponent. That's not the case, oh well, but I still see value in this card. It's not bad, unless they're playing Crisis Crusher now. It's a little bad, Alright, Dr. Kale Chin. Kale. It's a scientist, permanent. You can only have 1 of these on the battle area and reduce the energy cost of all Frizzy Warriors cards in your hand by 1. Okay. I want to say Fiendish Warrior. That sounds better, because Frizzy Warriors, I'm like, that's not right. Don't judge me, guys. Don't laugh, please, please. It's a real problem I actually had as a kid. I had a hard time reading. But we're still here. When you play this card, look at the top 7 cards of your deck. Choose one finished warrior card amongst them and add it to your hand. Shuffle your deck. Then choose one of those warriors. That's what we're going to call it. We're going to skip that F word completely. Or you choose one of those warrior cards in your hand with the energy cost of 2 or less and play it. So it is a 2-drop that brings out another 2-drop. And it replaces itself either way by adding it. So there's no bad card value. And if there is a 3-drop warrior, it becomes 2 because of its ability. So you can play it free. That's pretty cool. We're going to find out. That Piccolo that we showed earlier, that is a 4-drop and it becomes a 3-drop. Kind of cool. Didn't think about that. And that helps out with the Bond 3. Makes sense. Next we got this guy, a living weapon. He's one of the warriors. Auto, when you play this card, place the top card of your deck to Dr. Euro's lab in your battle area. Draw 1 card. So it sets up the field card to get to 17 because we're trying to win the game like that. And it draws us a card. It's not bad. For a 1-drop, it's actually really good. It does pretty good setup. Sets the field card, replaces the card in hand, 5k combo power. Not much you can ask for. Next, another warrior. It's the super combo for Dr. Euro. Not bad. If your leader is green and you're 4 or less life, when you combo with this, draw a card. And it's a 10k all the time. Good card. Next, we got another warrior living weapon. I can't say this name. I embarrass myself. Sun living warrior. Boom. He is a blocker, but he's a very interesting blocker. When this card activates blocker, place the top card of your deck under the lab, Dr. Euro's lab, in your battle area. And this card can't be KO'd by battle cards. Okay, this can't be KO'd in battle by battle cards with the original power of 15 or less for the duration of battle. Very cool. But understand it has to activate blocker. So when it activates blocker, cool. If it survives, anything else attacking it that's 15 or lower can kill it, because when it activates blocker, once it's being attacked, it's not activating blocker, it's just being swung at. So it's something to know about, and it only has 5k power, so you're not really going to waste your hand to protect it. Questionable how good this is, but the fact that it sets up the field card isn't bad. Next, we got Bioman Living Weapon, another warrior, 1-drop. When you play this card, look at up to 7 cards from your deck. From the top of your deck, choose one Dr. Euro or Dr. Kaochin. Again, embarrassing myself. Card amongst them, add it to your hand, shuffle your deck. Alright. Interesting. 1-drop that sets you up, and it has 5k power, so that ain't bad. Next, we got the Android Creator. It's an extra card for 1 green. Active main, choose 1 clone token in your opponent's battle area, remove from the game, draw a card, then choose one of your battle cards and it gains 10,000 power for the duration of turn. It's not active battle, so you can only use this on your turn, and it pumps someone up to be pretty strong, but it's too gimmicky in my eyes. Maybe it's good, but so far, from what I read, we're going to page 7. And now we got Rise of Dr. Euro. Auto, when you activate this card, you can't activate the same card for the duration of your turn. Okay, fair. Active main, if your leader card is a Dr. Euro card, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 Dr. Euro or Dr. Kaochin card among them, add it to your hand, then shuffle your deck. If you added a card to your hand, choose up to 1 your green energy and switch it to active. Alright. So there's another card like this in the set, and I said it before, where you should only play maybe 2, 3 max of this card, because if you have multiple card plays in your hand, you can't play both of them the same turn. You gotta play one, then the following. It's not really important. It's space in the deck, but it's still a really good card to set you up, so I am a fan. Next, we got Dr. Euro's Reveal. It is a permanent discard desire in all areas. Interesting, the word that desire is in there. It's a 3-drop of desire, so pretty doable. Active main, if your leader card is green, choose up to 1 Dr. Euro card from your drop area with energy cost 4 or less and play it. I'm not quite sure we've seen 4 or less. I saw 6 and it was blue. This one, I haven't seen what it can be for 4 or less, so maybe there's something really good. The fact that it's desire, scary. Next, we got Focus Breakthrough. Counterplay. If your leader is green and your life is at 4 or less, if the battle card being played has energy cost of 3 or less, You may place it in the drop area instead of being played. Okay, so it's just like the blue one that bounces one away, but that one untaps an energy. This one doesn't untap, but it gets rid of it. So instead of being in the hand to combo away, it gets rid of it completely. So that's why this one doesn't untap. Permanent, if you have a multicolor card in your energy and your life is at 4 or less, if you activate this card's counter skill from your hand by adding a life to your hand instead of paying its energy cost. It's great effects to have. We gotta come up with a new name for this. We call Sparking Negates Sparking Counterplays. Ooh. Well, you heard it first. But pretty good. Kill 3 or less. I'm not quite sure. It's the 4 drops that I want to like get rid of, but we have Preemptive Strike for that. That costs 2. This one ain't bad though for 1, and theoretically it can be free. I like it. And oh, that's it. That was green. But now we're gonna do multicolor. Bam! We're here with the multicolors finally. So we got Supreme Technique Son Goku. It is a green-blue dual color, multicolor. Awesome. I forgot the name for a second. It's a 4-drop, but don't let that scare you away because it's a blocker or rival blue-green for 1 blue. Always a fan of those things. Energy Exhaust, of course, because every multicolor card needs to have Energy Exhaust, called balance in the game. Auto, choose 2 clone tokens in your opponent's battle area and remove them from the game. When you play this card, your opponent chooses 1 card from their hand and then place it in the drop area. Okay, so it's a blocker that removes 2 tokens, which these token gimmicks just doesn't make sense. Why are you putting so much pressure on yourself and then removing it afterwards? Like, oh, here's some stuff. Take it away, take it away, take it away. You're an Indian giver. That's what this deck is, the Indian giver deck. And you do all this stuff just to discard 1 card out of their hand. Yeah, it's cute. Next we got Son Goku, Spirit of the Planet. It is a Son Goku Saiyan. Energy Exhaust, of course. Revive. Exciting. Revive. Blue-green. Place cards in your hand in your drop area that matches all colors specified by Revive. When this card is KO, play this card and negate its skill for the duration of the turn. Now, what does that mean? If this card dies, you can activate Revive by pitching a blue and a green card, or just a multicolor card. So you don't have to pitch 2, you just pitch 1. It comes back into play, and its skill is negated for the duration of turn. The turn, meaning that next turn, its effect is back on. And what I mean by its skill is negated, like the Revive skill is negated, not anything else afterwards, not anything else below that. Revive is just negated for duration of turn. So to fully get rid of this card, you have to kill it twice. And when it comes back, it doesn't come back rested, it comes back in active mode. So how do you deal with it? Very tricky, interesting ability. And it comes back from the grave. So if you have Frieza's Birthing Pod, Healing Pod, that's what it's called. Frieza Healing Pod, when a green battle card comes from drop area in play, you get to draw 1 card. Well, these are green. Revive so far seems to be only a green mechanic. It comes back in play, you draw a card. Amazing. And that Goku, it draws 1 card on the front side, draws 2 cards on the back side. With the Frieza Healing Pod, it draws another card. Man, you're going to deck up. Permanent, you can't play this card from any area with skills other than Revive, blue-green. Okay. I'm a little lost. You play this, you can't play this card from any area with skills. Alright. That's cool. I don't know how to bring this up. As I'm reading this, I'm like, you can't play this card from any area with skills other than Revive blue-green. But place cards from your hand. Play this card. Yeah, no, when this card is KO'd. But how does this card never on the field? Alright, so this is super confusing. Don't know what it is about. But it has another effect. Active battle once per turn. Pay a blue and a green. This card gains 10,000 power and triple strike for the duration of the turn. So for 2 energy, this 15k becomes a 25 triple striker. Huge. Again, I don't know how you play it. I really don't. But it's cool. It's cool. It looks great for a 2-drop. It looks like a monster for a 2-drop. So however you play this, well, eventually I'm going to find out. It's good. Next, we got Son Gohan and Piccolo, Pupil and the Master. It should really say father and son. It's Son Gohan Youth and Piccolo. It's a Saiyan, it's an Earthling, it's a Namekian. Oh, those are all great little things to have. Traits. It's barrier, one of the best things to have. Revive. Sorry. Very strong ability. When this card attacks, your opponent chooses one card from the hand and place it in the drop area. Very strong. So every time it attacks, your opponent discards a card. They try to remove it. I bring it back. It's in active mode. You gotta remove it again. Or when I swing, you gotta pitch another card. It's pretty good. I like it. Android 17, Protector of Wildlife. It's an Android 17, not bad. It does cost a blue and a green, so if you're thinking of playing this with the original Android leader, it can't reduce the cost because you got to pay the Pacific cost, which is a blue and green, so you miss out on that. It's energy exhaust, but a permanent that if you have a blue-green multicolor in your energy, negate its energy exhaust, so it can come into play regular, not tapped. When you put in energy, it will come into play inactive as long as you have a blue and green already up. And then auto, once per turn, when your opponent combos, choose up to one of their cards and place it in the bottom of the owner's deck, then negate the skill for duration in the game. Alright, so what does that mean? Auto, once per turn. It triggers the moment your opponent activates a combo, that whatever they put in combo will go in the bottom of the deck, and then for as long as this is face up on the field, its skill is negated. So it's almost like you're discarding one card out of their hand when you play this, but really it's to save you. Like defensively, let's say you swing with your leader, whatever, then you play this at the end of the turn, and whatever, you pass. On your opponent's turn, when they swing, they can't combo automatically their heavy thing. They can combo a 5k, it goes to the bottom of the deck, and then they can combo out because it's auto once per turn. It triggers automatically once something hits the combo. You can't choose when, it's just automatically going to happen. So theoretically, discard one, but really it's put a card that you want at the bottom of the deck. Your opponent pretty much chooses because they get to choose what they're going to combo. So it's a good card mostly because it comes into play untapped when you charge it. That's what makes it so good, and it has a decent effect on the field. Next we got Android 16. It's Android 16, Android, awesome, energy exhaust. If you have a blue or green multicolor in your energy, when you play this card from your hand, very important from your hand, place the top card of your deck in your energy in rest mode. You can't play battle cards with power between 30 and 35 for the duration of the game. So you can play something that's 25 or 4,000, pretty cool. It's almost like a Wheeze. As long as you have a multicolor card, when you play this card, you pick the top card of your deck and put it in energy. Just like Wheeze Attendant, the 4-drop does, this is a 2-drop that does it. This might be even better than Objection. This is a good card, but it's only 5,000 power. How much use are you going to make out of this? Not quite sure, but it definitely will see play. Next we got 21, the Violent Predator. It is Android 21. It's an Android scientist. Still should have been Majin Buu somewhere in there. It's triple attack. We know about triple attack. It's super good. Deflect, kind of hard to deal with. Energy exhaust. Auto, when you play this card from your hand, choose all your opponent's non-multicolor energy and battle cards, ignoring barrier, negate their skill, and return them to the owner's deck. All players who had cards returned to their decks shuffle their deck. So when you play this huge 8-drop, all the cards that are not multicolor are going back in the deck, your energy and battle cards. So if you play nothing but multicolor energy, then you're fine. You're not going to affect you at all. But your opponent, if they're playing, let's say, mono red and no multicolored card, turn 8, when you bring this out, you ruin it. But how good can that be? It is an 8-drop, but we've seen things. The fact that it has to be played from the hand, also really good. There's no real way from cheating it out, so maybe it's really strong. And next, we got Bomber Dr. Euro. It is a 3-drop blue-green. Blocker, energy exhaust, revive. Revive is always good. And when you play this card, choose up to 2 battle cards in your opponent's drop area and place them under this card, or a Dr. Euro lab in your battle area. Why do you want to put any cards underneath this? I have no idea. I honestly don't. I thought maybe there was something that can like evolve over it and stuff. I haven't found that card. Maybe it's a promo coming out. But for now, putting cards underneath this kind of seems pointless. But Dr. Euro's lab, that's what we want to get to 17 to win the game. So you always want to put it there. Maybe this card is good because if you're not playing Dr. Euro and you're just playing this 3-drop blocker with Revive, then grabbing 2 battle cards in your opponent's drop area and just put them underneath them so they have to kill this to get those back into the drop area, maybe it's the whole gimmick too. It could be that. It could be like a stun mechanic where it's like, oh, they're going to revive this with the Ban World Peace or Errata. It's not bad. It's Errata. Errata World Peace. Maybe something like that. You know, you just put it underneath and then they have to remove this first before doing anything. Not bad. It is a good card though, for sure. And then Madness, 1 Dr. Ko Chen. It is a 2-drop blue and green scientist, blocker, always good. Revive, which is really good for a blocker because you block, it comes back, and then gets their effect. Choose 1 card from your hand, place it under Dr. Euro's Battle Lab. When you play this card, draw a card. So when you play this card, you get to pick 1 card in your hand, put it in the field card, Dr. Euro's Lab. Then draw a card. So whatever card you just put, you keep your hand size still. So you play it. So let's say you had 5 cards in hand. You play it 4. You put a card in the lab, but then you draw a card. So it's not bad. It's not super minus. Your hand size won't be the worst. And the fact that it's revived every time it dies, you're going to continue doing this. So you're going to set up that 17 number just to win the game. Pretty cool. I don't know if you'll have enough time though. Like, God forbid you go against Janemba. Oh, that should be a bad matchup. And boom, that was the blue-green spoilers. And yeah, we did blue. We done red, yellow, blue, green. Last I got is black and a little bit of other multicolors that are green, blue, and white, blue. Green, red, white, yellow, blue. Cool. We're gonna see them soon in the next video. I hope to catch you. Please forgive me on these names. I should have practiced. I'm embarrassed myself. But hopefully I made it a little bit fun. You learned a few things. And I'll see you guys next time.